Most SEOs track their brand AI search visibility based on one number, sessions from ChatGPT or one specific score in one specific tool, but this is the fastest way to get the wrong decision, and here's why. We once saw a brand AI traffic jump in a single month and the team did nothing. A model update just started adding links to a brand mention, so the traffic went up for every brand it named. So if you look only at that number, you think you won, but if you look only at prompt visibility, you miss the sales it drove. So in this video, I show you 6 ways for you to track your brand in AI search, what each of them does, and where each of them is blind. And let's start with the most accurate one for now. The first method is GA4 report of traffic and conversions from AI chats. This is the most accurate data you can get because you see sessions, conversion, and revenue in one table. But don't stop at sessions per page only. Put AI chat traffic next to your organic search traffic so you can show a client if AI adds traffic while normal search changes. Or you can split it by model so you can see how ChatGPT, Gemini, and others behave. Still, it has 2 blind spots. First of all, your AI chat traffic can jump on the model update alone, with no work from you, so always tell your stakeholders this. And second is the bigger one. Many people see your brand in the chart, so then go to Google and type your name to check reviews. So that visit counts as organic search and not AI, and you never connect it back. The second method is the Google Search Console report in your brand queries, and it partially fixes the last problem. Because when someone sees you in the chat and then searches your name, it shows up here as a brand impression. So for a small brand, more AI visibility often means more brand searches. But there are 2 catches. First, brand searches grow for many reasons, like influencers, offline ads, a viral post, or a talk at the conference. So if you run many channels, you cannot prove AI caused the lift. And second, for a big brand with thousands of brand searches, 1% rise is lost in the noise. That's why this method fits small brands that don't spend much on other channels yet. The third method is a prompt tracking, and it covers the gap that previous 2 had. Because here you run the prompts your buyers really type every day, and you check if your brands show up next to which competitors and which pages the model used for its answers. So only this method tells you 3 things. First, if you appear at all. Second, what the model actually says about you, which matters because your position changes, but the model may still describe you in an old way. And the third, which URL shaped the answer so you know exactly what to fix. But there is a one warning. Different trackers show different numbers, partially because chats are unpredictable, and partially because the answer is different for different users. So check how tools work before you trust it. And remember, being recommended matters much more than being cited. Just open ChatGPT, Gemini, type the prompt you want to win and see if you're appeared there. But what you cannot do by hand is just to run it every day across every prompt and every competitor and watch it change over time. So this is exactly what the tools does. For example, just point Sitechecker at your own brand and you see your visibility, your competitors, and your cited pages in one place. And in order for you to test it, the link will be in the description of this video. The fourth method is the citation data from the platforms. For example, Bing Webmaster Tools was the first one to show the queries where your pages enter AI answers. And Google Search Console now adds its own citation data too, although it's pretty limited. This is useful, but it hides one trap because a citations is not a recommendation. If your page is cited, it only means that the model used your content as a source, but it doesn't mean that the model recommended your brand. In fact, you can even be sourced that helps competitors to win. The fifth method is a log file analysis of AI bots. So prompt tracking shows you where you appeared, but logs show you one step earlier if the bot even reads your content. And this catches the problem the other miss. For example, you can see if you block an AI bot by mistake, or you can see how fast new pages get crawled, so you know where a page is worth updating. And you can see which pages bot requests most and which broken URLs they keep trying. It doesn't tell you what the model says about you, but it turns fixing your AI visibility into a specific checklist. The sixth method is the simplest one. Just ask people on your registration page where exactly they found your resource. This works best for B2B because a buying cycle runs for months across 6 or more touch points. So here, self-report answers are one of the most reliable signals you have. Yes, some people forget or guess, but most answers honestly, especially if you let them add a comment. Still, it has one really hard limitation. It will only show you the users that actually signed up. That's why polls confirm a channel, but they do not measure all of it. So this is why one metric is not enough. J4 undercards because AI sends people to Google, brand search is noisy, prompt tracking cannot see revenue, citations are not recommendations, logs cannot read the answers, and polls only see the people who signed up. So each one is true, but each one is partial. So in order to make a great picture, you need to blend them up all together to make your right decision. So track more than one source. For example, use prompt tracking to see where you stand, then use Google Analytics 4 and Google Search Console to see the actual data, then use logs and polls to fill all of the gaps. And you can set up the prompt tracking on our site on Sitechecker for free. You can indicate the keywords and we'll build prompts based on them for you to quickly see how you appear in AI branded searches. Thank you so much for a video and see you next time.